All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Got it.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 2.
80 weapons. Hey, exit. 2.
On first down, Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down.
Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
We go. 8, read.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
5.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. To throw, Bridgewater. Ebron caught left side. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Hines. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Safe.
They run with Hines. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll check this down to Hines. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. will step aside. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the man.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check nine. Go. Me.
To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brissett now. And he'll find Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Two-jet bombers.
Here I come.
Hey, Steve 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And he's got Booker. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Locke now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
On the ball.
53.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Lock, and he finds Howard complete. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Bravo.
Check 53, Mike. Check 53, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On third and long, it's Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On first and 10, here's Lock. Here's Booker on the catch. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
Now a play fake, and here's Lock. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
58, Mike. Turn for you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Lock looks to throw it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's third down. To throw is Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 12, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have it first down past the 40. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. 23 yards on the pickup there, and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Brissett. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says... It went out just across midfield. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They run again with Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Lock now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Brissett to throw on first. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Brissett, flushed out right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Jackrabbit, come on.
Watch the run. Watch the
Hey, exit.
baby. That's baby.
Side.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Come on, fellas.
A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing now is Locke. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
53 is the mic.
Look at me, zipper.
I'm here all day. Check. 53 is mine.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hit it.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Lucky.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Brissett now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Brissett. He'll check this down to Hines. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first down, Locke. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Locke now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. On first and 10, Brissett looking for Campbell. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 34.
In your face.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
the shotgun. It's Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now, and that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike, 53.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.